Efforts underway to reform and modernize college athletics are in many ways overdue, as the NCAA has not always moved with needed urgency.
Illinois Athletic Director Josh Whitman was on Capitol Hill today testifying at a congressional hearing about the future of college sports. Good evening, I'm Karina Rubio in for Brandon.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Name, image, and likeness has changed college sports in the last few years. Athletes can make money through endorsements, merchandise signings, and more. Now the federal government might be stepping in to level the playing field. Our Capitol Bureau Chief Cole Henke is live in our Capitol newsroom. So Cole, why do they have to get involved?
Well, Jennifer, over 30 states, including Illinois, have passed their own NIL laws in the absence of federal action. And some of them are enacting even looser restrictions just to give their universities a competitive edge. It's left a crazy patchwork of policies with no clear baseline for universities to build from. In just a month, college sports could change forever, again. Just years after the legalization of name, image, and likeness laws in states across the country, a massive settlement of a class action lawsuit could create the first ever revenue sharing program for universities and their student athletes.
Today, college sports is experiencing a period of intense change that is unlike anything in its history.
The judge presiding over their case will decide whether to accept the settlement next month. If they do, it will open up $20 billion to be shared with athletes across the country.
While the NCAA settlement could bring much needed structure and stability to the current landscape, it may not be sufficient to address the opportunities and challenges posed by NIL.
University of Illinois Athletic Director Josh Whitman testified at a hearing in Washington, D.C. today about the impact of the deal and the problems current NIL laws are creating. He also pushed back against the idea of making student athletes official employees.
We now have an expanding patchwork of state laws that are frequently being adopted to create competitive advantage for their hometown institutions. At the same time, the efforts to recast student athletes as institutional employees would be catastrophic for the vast majority of the NCAA's membership, likely resulting in lost opportunities for thousands of student athletes.
The revenue sharing deal is not free of criticism. There is a lot of concern about what could happen to non-revenue sports under the new model. Whitman said the university is not going to be cutting any programs.
In fact, we intend to invest more heavily into the experience of our student athletes. Every one of our sports will see increased scholarship opportunities. That's one of the byproducts of the new House settlement.
Now, whether Congress, divided as it is, could actually come to a consensus on this topic is a whole other issue. In this hearing, multiple lawmakers used their time instead to talk about the cuts that President Trump's administration is talking about levying towards certain college programs and universities. And that really just showed they weren't fully bought into the college athletics conversation on Capitol Hill.